Um, is this working? Is this working? Are we live finally? Because this was intended to be like, I hope that I did it everything alright, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Um Welcome to my first live stream. We don't have that much time on our hands because this is my first live stream and I just struggled with managing and actually making this work for like almost 5 hours now, and going through the all the plugins and the OBS and all of that kind of stuff. I was just thinking, like, in my mind was something like, you just press and play, like you press a few buttons here and there, and then I'm live, and it's live streaming on Twitch and YouTube because I am actually live streaming on both of them, on both platforms right now. And it was a little bit of a struggle. At first I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this, but then I was something like, okay, if I really want to do this, I must start somewhere and just actually do it. I know that there aren't like many people, or there isn't actually nobody watching this right now, but even so, like, this will stay as a video and will stay as a video also on my YouTube channel. For those that do not know me, also sorry for not having like a microphone arm and something that I just have to like come really closer and just talk directly into the microphone. Also sorry for my background on all of this. This is just a quick run, because like I said, I don't have like much time to my on my hand, because it's been already like 5 hours for now since I started like trying to go live using OBS and all of the settings. And because it's already late and it's supposed to be like a Monday streaming, and because it's already late, I won't be running, really far away with this. I will just keep it like straight to the subject, and that's it, because like I said, it's been already 5 hours. So let me check if everything's all right on here. Yeah, everything works just fine. I think I should like maybe buy a microphone arm and stuff like that for my future streaming sessions, but for now this should work, because even so, even if I'm like in the back, like sitting like this, still people can hear my voice. But even so, for like a clearer voice, or I have to like come really close to the microphone and talk into it, because I don't have yet a microphone arm. Even so, both me and my husband, we invested in some of those things to actually make this work. So like I said, this is my first live stream. I've struggled a little bit more, like around 5 hours almost. I was almost like giving up, like actually crying. And no, I didn't actually started crying, but I was like almost, holding myself to not cry, because I was so angry with it because I couldn't make this work. But I was just keep telling myself like, like, keep your peace, keep your mental peace, and just try and make this actually work, even though I don't have much time left on my hands. I know this is supposed, because of the title and because of the thumbnail on the YouTube. I know this were supposed to be like, and I don't know if this lags or anything. I just hope that everything works just fine, and for now I see that everything it works just fine. Um, I don't see to have any issue, and I know that because of my I know that because of my thumbnail on the YouTube, because like I said, is streaming both on Twitch and on the YouTube. I know that it's supposed to be something like spirituality theme and all of that kind of stuff, you know, like oracle readings and tarot cards and all of that kind of stuff. But right now, like, we should just, you know, dive in and talk a little bit about who I am, um, and what this is about. Each Monday, I will do a live stream both on my YouTube channel and both on Twitch. Because I don't have a premium subscription on X, I can't actually like make live streams on X yet. I don't really actually resonate with this idea that that you must pay a premium option to actually like use something else and like to go and live stream on platform using like computer. um Anyhow, my name is Stefania M. I'm a writer, I'm an author. I just said this too many times by now, but I say it as well because this is going live on Twitch. I'm a writer, sorry for my mistakes. I'm a writer and I'm an author. I'm into spirituality, I've been through some stuff. I had my spiritual awakening. Sorry, this is going to be just super fast forward. Because I don't have lots of time and it's already a little bit late. And I must like rush a little bit with all of this. I am from Romania, and so English is not my first language, and so I may have some little mistakes or more bigger mistakes here and there. I am a little bit like, you know, I'm not like, I may make some jokes. Sorry, I may make some jokes here and there. Sometimes when I'm going to live stream together with my husband, or even by myself, or even when I'm, uh, gaming. Because this was also the intention of me using Twitch. Um, but even so, I like to have fun, and I just, like to, and I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy like sharing my experiences. I enjoy talking about certain theories that I have about certain subjects. Because I have certain theories, certain spiritual theories about certain subjects, many that are really different from the basic like standard world views and how people actually view certain things. I don't know, it's just a little bit different. And because of that and because of my experiences, I have published, I believe by now, 2 books for children and 2 books for adults, using the Amazon KDP platform. I also, like I said, because I am live on both the Twitch and YouTube, I use YouTube as my main platform, and also X. So if you want to connect with me, find out more about me, go out and check my X profile, my YouTube channel, and there you can find more information about the work that I'm doing, about the books that I have published, and all of that kind of stuff. Basically, the books that I've published, the first book is called From Darkness Back to Light, A Phoenix Roaring, and it's about my childhood stuff and everything that I've been through, and how that led to my spiritual awakening, and what things I've actually learned, and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, so that's it about that. If you want to find out more things about me and all of that kind of stuff, be sure to check my books, like I said. um Another book that I published is something about remote viewing. Sorry, I'm a little bit nervous because this is my first live stream on both platforms, both Twitch and YouTube, and it's a little bit hard for me, and also because of running late and because I don't have much time left to do this live stream. Uh, Another book that I published is about remote viewing, because this is another thing that I'm doing. Um, I'm a professional remote viewer. I used to work with people on different platforms, directly taking clients and working with them. Um, but right now I took a break from that, and I mostly try and focus on the YouTube platform and writing a new book. And that's what I'm trying to occupy my time with, and also playing games. Um, yeah, so I have those books. Sorry, sometimes I have to take like a pause from talking and just try and think a little bit about the things that I just actually want to say. Um, Trust me, I will try and invest into an arm for the microphone, because it's a really awesome microphone, and I just want the sound to be clear and my voice to be clear and the words that I'm speaking to be clear enough. But I hope they are. Anyhow, and about the other book that I published about the remote viewing, um, I don't, I'm not part of any, like, I'm not part of any community, of any, like, spiritual community. I tried in the past to be, like, part of different communities, especially on Reddit, on X, on Facebook, and try and connect with all sorts of people. Um, but it all, like, failed in a way, because many times people are very egoistical. uh they are really egoistical and really, like, all the time they try to, like, diminish others. If you have different ideas, they will try and ridiculize you. I don't know if I said the correct word in English, but many times people will try and diminish you if you have different ideas. uh Most of the time I'm trying to be kind, I'm trying to be peaceful, I'm trying to be, like, really having patience with all of those sorts of people, but it's really hard sometimes, and I'm just like, I want to go back into my shell and just not to, like, I have my work that I do on the astral realm, and when I'm having out of body projections and all of that kind of stuff. And so I tend to, like, and also because of the things that I've been through, I tend to, like, stay away from the drama. I don't like drama, and I don't like fakeness of the people. Personally, I'm just trying to be as honest as I can with others, and directly and straightforward, because I believe that your intentions, one's intentions, and one's, all of those kind of stuff, it affects our aura and our energy overall, and it will be like, it will not be pure, it will not be, like, clear. And if you have clear intentions, and if you have clear um, intentions and honesty, then you're going to have, like, a clear aura, and you're going to attract, it's a sign that you're, like, it's a sign that you're sending to the universe, like, I'm open, I'm open and I'm direct and I have nothing to hide. And also this in a way influence this remote viewing thing. Like I said, I have my own views on remote viewing because I started doing remote viewing by my own. I didn't took like any course at all, or like many people are just searching for courses on the internet about the remote viewing and all of that kind of stuff. And sometimes I'm like, dude, like what? I learned doing remote viewing by the help of my guides, direct contact with them, telepathically, communication. And I've been through some experiences that just made me like I couldn't believe like they were real, but they are real. And that's what many people don't actually understand, uh, or try and see that everything is actually real. Everything, every dream that we have, everything that we think, every little thing that we feel, they are just real. Even though for one person it isn't real, just because they are anchored at a different level than us, that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist in this universe. Even the imagination and our imagination, it is real. And that's another thing and another subject that I've dived into when writing my book about remote viewing, astral projection. And let me just give it a quick search so I can tell you exactly how my book is called, about remote viewing and all of that kind of stuff. Just let me. Okay, so my book is called. Sorry, sometimes I just forget, like I have my brain in so many directions and my thoughts in so many directions. I'm tired. I tried like working on this for like 5 hours, trying to make this stream like start, and I'm tired. I had like only one meal on this day, and I'm tired and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so the other book that I was talking about, and also about this thing about imagination, is called, I don't, wait a second, I don't think I actually talked about imagination in this book and realities. I think that it's in the first book, From Darkness Back to Light, The Phoenix Roaring. Um, so in this other book, is called Exploring Beyond, Remote Viewing, Channeling, and Lucid Dreaming, by Stefania M. The name that I use and try and use on all the platforms that I'm using. So yeah, so the thing is that um, this is why I also had like many interesting experiences that honestly I can't even like be I can't actually be open with them on the internet, because I had some experiences in the past with certain people like following me, and my husband was there seeing that, and also my family. And it's a little bit scary, like acknowledging and being aware of the fact that you are not like you are not just imagining this, like you're not just like it's not just an illusion of the mind, or I don't know, like certain things that are happening, they are just real, you know. They just happen, and they give me enough proof, physical proof in this reality, to actually believe and have all of those ideas and notions about those things that I'm talking about. And also I'm in contact with my higher self and certain light entities. I can remember many of my past lives. um I think that honestly, and not just like I'm bragging about myself or anything like that, but honestly now, um I'm straightforward, sorry, I'm honest, and I have nothing to hide with this when I'm telling you that uh I am a really underrated like uh person in all of this spiritual community. There are many people that are out there, uh not that they are lying, they have their own perspective sometimes. It's not like I'm saying like people should believe in just, like people have different beliefs. There are many things that are intertwined with all of this kind of stuff, but sometimes like, and I don't like to show myself off. I don't like to like put myself out there, like on this thing, to show myself off like to the world, like this is me, this is who I am, and all of that. I'm like, I always liked to be in the background. I always liked and enjoyed to be in the background and not talk or show off like, or say all of the things, that for me like they were amazing. Um and also this has to do a little bit maybe with the fact that I've been through lots of trauma and lots of bullying, and yeah, everything is intertwined in the human brain, and everything plays a very important role. We have patterns, we have the traumas, we have our lives, we have the beliefs, we have the system, we have, there is everything that is going on, and yeah, we're just humans, and we're just trying to do our best. Sorry, I'm still nervous, a little bit. So yeah, I always tried to like be really open and straightforward. um Many people, they come and have all of those ideas, and they are arguing with others and creating drama, and I never like that. I just like to stay in my own shell, and I know that it isn't so great for like exposure. It isn't so great for exposure and reaching to others. But even so, I believe that the right people will come at the right time in your life, and I strongly believe in that. And there were many people that I worked with in the past, especially in the remote viewing, uh, and they were very pleased with my work, and I always had like a really high accuracy on my results. And yeah, anyhow, there are some things that because like I said, I don't have lots of time on my hands. Because I don't have lots of time on my hands, I just have some things that in my notebook that I really wanted to talk about. Because we don't have lots of time today for this one day live stream, and for what this was intended for, like this was intended for, like it says in the title, oracle cards, free light language codes for people. But I think that is going to be just me talking, and that's it for today, especially because there aren't like many people maybe that are watching this. Okay, I'm just checking if everything is alright here. Everything looks okay. Yeah, so everything looks okay. Oh, hello everyone from Twitch, because on YouTube I don't have like people that are commenting on this live stream. Um so Yes, now I can see the chat because I was browsing to see if everything was all right. Um, so let me read from the beginning. Uh, yes, I think that the third eye. About the third eye. I believe that it isn't exactly like a physical thing, like a third eye, you know. Uh, but I believe that this is connected with the pituitary gland, I think it's called. Yeah, and um, it's not that the third eye is open or anything like that. I believe that is the whole system that works in the human body, biologically speaking. Um, yeah. So uh, coming back to what I was talking about, um, because like I said, I just need to be really fast forward. I have some things in my notebook. Because this was intended to be, like I said, with Oracle cards and free light language codes and all of that kind of stuff. But for now, I'm just going to keep with the with this. So next week, I'm going to actually stick to the schedule and actually do what the live stream was intended for. And we're going to pull some oracle cards for the overall collective energy. Like I said, light language codes. Just a second. Blah 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 blah. So next week we're going to do this. I just write the whole system for like how we are going to do this, and actually the light language codes. Next time in my future live stream, next week Monday, I'm going to actually give free light language codes for people, and those are going to be available for free download from my X profile, and I'm going to publish them for a short period for people to be able to actually download them. But for today, is like I said, I didn't had like I'm already tired enough for after like 5 hours trying to make this work because it's the first time live streaming. So today I also want to talk about a very sensitive and kind of awkward subject to me. Like I said here, I also want to talk a little bit about my struggles and my struggle with this with spirituality lately, because I believe that in a way I've been a little bit rehooked in my in not in my I believe that I've been a little bit rehooked in the mundane society, to say like this, because some things happened that I believe that they were trying like to pull me back into the depression that I had before. And it's like I always had the impression that something. So right now I'm just reading from what I said here. I always were under this impression that something was wrong with me and that it wasn't right how I was feeling, but instead that was just my system giving me a warning to actually follow my intuition. It was always this continuous thought that I needed to fit the society and be part of the norm, um, and for a moment forgetting who I was and what I was standing for. Uh, and those were just my core values, my core beliefs, and it was really easy for me to get rehooked in the system. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this today. And for the future live stream, next Monday, I'm going to actually, like I said, pull some oracle cards for the collective energy, and give free light language codes, because light language, for me, it came naturally. I was doing it not verbally, because there are many people out there that are actually speaking light language. For me, it came in a, like, I was writing it, you know, I wasn't like speaking it here with this physical body. Um, for me, I tended to use light language in the astral realm projections, in the out of body experiences. Light language is a form of energetical communication that is straightforward, that it goes beyond any um, any barrier of communication, of soul expression. Think about this, like, you don't know the language that the other person is speaking, and you want to say something to the other person, to the other soul, and you just want to be like really straightforward with your intention. And then that's when the light language intervenes, because it's your straightforward um, energy communicating with the other person's soul, with the other soul, in any realm that you are. um, and I tend to like not use light language like physically, verbally speaking, but actually writing it in actual codes, you know. And I'm going to actually give free light language codes for people in my future live streams as well. So going back really fast forward, because I only have like around 5 or 10 minutes on this. I can't stay any longer than this. I believe that I got a little bit rehooked because I was forgetting what I was standing for. I was afraid of something. Recently, I've been like to be more clear on this, and to be more clear on this and to make more sense about all of this. I started doing something that for this moment I don't actually want to talk about that, because I know how people actually see this subject. Everybody's like, yeah, this is normal, this is easy to do, and like it will be a really easy task for many to do, you know. And uh my family also judged me on this matter as well, saying that this is easy for you to do, like, why can't you do it? um but it was something in my system, something that didn't happen like for a long time, and suddenly it started happening again, having panic attacks. I started having panic attacks. I started having like social anxiety, I started having like, even though I was like grounding myself, like I was connecting with the earth, I was connecting with the water, I was connecting with all the elements that were around me. It was like something was off, like I wasn't connected with myself. And then I remembered that I weren't anymore in my core values. Like when you need, I made a promise to myself. When I had my spiritual awakening, I made a promise to myself: stand by your beliefs, stand by your values. Don't move yourself, because if you move yourself, you're going to lose yourself again into all of this. And then it happened. I lost myself. I started crying. I started having insomnia. I started having all sorts of awful vibes, And then I realized that, wait a second, I just actually got rehooked into this, And sorry if you hear any like background noise, that's my family. So yeah, that's about that. And then I remember myself. Why am I doing this? Am I doing this to actually prove myself to someone, to actually try to prove to my family something? I'm doing this for myself. Is this helping my growth? Is this helping my soul? Have I come here to actually resolve this? Have I come here to actually go through this and achieve this? Is this what is meant for me? But then I realized, like, no, do what you feel. But I was continuously like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And my family was pushing me, do that, like you need to do it. It's so easy. Like you can do that. It was like something that, like I said, I don't want to talk about that right now. And I was like, yeah, maybe it's easy for you. Maybe it's easy for you from your perspective. Maybe it's easy for you from your experiences. Many people, they aren't just like, I think that this just turned off by itself. Sorry. Some people, they aren't like really aware of what they are doing, and things just come easy to them. But my system was against that. My system was like, not because I was afraid to do that, to not do it. It was just my soul trying to tell myself, to remember myself, that you don't need to do that. You are not here to actually do that. This isn't meant for you. But because my family was pushing me, and my husband was also pushing me, like, do that, it's so easy, you can do this, I believe in you. And I was like, it's not about the fact that you believe in me or that you don't believe in me. It's about the fact that my system is saying, I don't need to do this. It's not because I don't want to. Maybe I want to, or maybe I don't want to. But my system is saying, you don't need this. And so, because of that, it was like I was punishing myself. Like I wasn't good enough or strong enough. But it wasn't about that. It was actually about being myself, like having fun, living, just being alive, and just like living this life and just having fun with things, just like any other normal person. Like it was this continuous thing. Like I needed to stay and just like cry and just like, like I was punishing myself. And then I asked myself, like, why am I doing this? It has no sense at all. Then I stopped doing that, and things got normal for me again, and I feel good again. My anxiety is my social anxiety especially is almost gone again. And I believe that that thing happened to like tell me that I'm not here for that. That is not meant for me. And it was awesome reconnecting with myself, and but for a moment it was really scary. It was really dark for me, you know. And also this thing that um I was getting rehooked. It's really easy to get rehooked back into the I don't know, normal standard stuff of how people are doing things. And it's like you're trying to fit because you are feeling lonely. You're trying to fit because you want to belong. Like, you want them to love you. But that's not about it, you know? Like, you must stay strong, and you must believe in yourself and your soul that even though they do not support you, or even though they do not agree with your ideas or values or beliefs, that doesn't mean you need to change yourself for them. You need to change yourself for you, because you need that. Not because maybe you want it or you don't want it, because you need that. You need that because maybe you feel suffocated and you need to change. You need to change something because you need to keep that energy in flow. And for me, for a very long period of time, I was just scared. I was just scared with all of that, with actually accepting myself and accepting all of this that is actually part of myself. And it felt like I was losing, like I was losing it. Um and it feels good to be back and to actually make this and make it right in my own way of how I view things. And also because somebody's saying here that um about this, that um it's good to share opinions but not to force them on others. That is very true. um Many people, they are not actually open to hearing other opinions. They shut others down, and they try to diminish them, like they are winning something if they do that. That's just bullying, that's just harassing someone. That's just not okay to do. And many people are living this life like there is nothing that is beyond us, like this physical vehicle. But there is, and they are not aware of that. They just don't even realize, like, you know, the whole stuff that is going beyond. um it's just something illusory that people are just trying to focus on. They do not ask themselves questions. They do not give themselves, they do not allow themselves to actually see beyond. They just try and focus because I believe they are afraid. They are afraid that if they lose their core beliefs, again, just their core mundane, typical beliefs that they were programmed and that they were like really rooted in themselves, I believe that they feel like they lose themselves. They are afraid. And they are afraid that if they lose that, they lose themselves. And that it could be really scary. It could be like really dark. There is nothing, like there could be nothing after it. But there is. And there is so much more. And it's amazing. It's just really wonderful and really beautiful. And many, they will just realize that some things they were true, and it's going to be already too late. They will already be outside of their vehicles, and they will be something like, if we know, like, if I knew the thing back then when I was still alive, when I was still in a vehicle, like, how many things I could have done, but I didn't. And the guides and the angels and all of the, not exactly, because also the angels and the guides, and those are just tags that people use on them, and I'm going to use a little bit. Um, those entities that are higher in hierarchy, that make part of the foundation of the creation of souls and of energy and of everything, the guides and the masters will come back to the soul and say something like, okay, now you must go back and try and remember this time, and try to remember, because if you don't remember, like, you're going to repeat it all again, and it's going to happen again and again. And for me, for an example, I remember this, I remember this memory, you know. I remember this memory from when I was like 4 years, or 3 years or 4 years or something like that, and I was just drawing on this Bible, because I just found this Bible in the house, and I was just drawing on it, you know. And I have this memory with it, and then I remembered something in my mind. It was like a voice. It was something like, it was speaking to me, and it was saying something like, try and remember, try and remember, try and remember. But then now thinking about that, it's just like, that was just my soul saying to myself, like, try and remember, try and remember, keep the memory to you, you know. But in time and going through my teenager years, I forgot that. And then it's really awesome for me to actually have my spiritual awakening at 17, 18 years old, after actually going through all of that depression and traumas, and yeah. Anyhow, also a little bit about me, other things, what could I say more, because like I said, I'm going to have to close this live stream. I'm 26 years old, and I believe this is just like a card, you know, like this card that you're giving to someone, and you know, like, here is my card. I am 26 years old, and I'm a writer, and I'm a spiritual awakened person, and I don't fit the society or the norm. I don't fit the norm of, like, the typical spiritual awakened people, and I neither fit like the standard, like, no, it's just that's just me. Here's my card. Yeah, and that's it for today, everyone. And yeah, I believe that it's a good sign not to fit, because if it were like to actually fit inside the system, and inside the system, you know, because I don't know what other word to actually call it, if it were to be, to feel like you were part of the system, to feel like, you know, like, to fit in, it would have mean that you have lots of work to do on yourself, you know. And yeah, I believe that it's good, it's a good sign, yeah, to not fit in. About the karma, I don't actually like believe in the karma really exactly. mm, I believe more in like paradoxical things, and how like some things could be real and proven in a certain way until it is not. And like all of the truths and all of those kind of stuff, they just meet in the middle in a way or another. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. So next Monday, we're going to meet to actually give some free light language codes. Not at this hour, because like I said, it is late, and I was supposed to actually do this live stream in the morning, and we're going to meet and to give some free light language codes. They're going to be in the live stream, um, and then I'm going to publish them on my X profile and to be able to be downloaded. Yeah, and they're going to have like I said, a multitude of things, you know, like they will be for each person's soul, and each person's soul, they will actually know what it is for, if you know what I'm trying to say by that. Like I'm going to give each person's like a light language code, and then that person's soul is going to receive that and is going to accept it the way it is needed. Like if it is needed for ascension. Sorry, like I said, English is not my first language, so if it is needed for like energy clearance, if it is needed for like clearing blockages, if it is needed for like detachment of, I don't know, entities, dark entities, against dark entities or stuff like that. I don't know. It is going to be for each person's soul and the way each soul's actually needed. And stay tuned, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also on my follow me on my Twitch profile. I don't know if I uh actually, I don't know if if it is okay to actually stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. I'm going to look into that further to see if it's alright to do that or not. But if it is, then we're going to be good to go, and this is going to be the standard uh, live stream uh, each Monday and in the morning time, um, where we are going to talk. I'm going to interact with people, and I'm going to use, like I said, oracle cards for the collective energy, and light language codes. Like I said, I'm going to give them, and all of that kind of stuff. And yeah, that was for today, just like something to begin with. Like I said, the future live streams, I'm going to do Monday mornings for me. So that depends on where you other people are located in this world, or the other realities on other planets. I don't know. um yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you everyone for watching this live stream. So for me, for an example, right now is 7 p.m. um but we can actually split this. I can do sometimes like in the morning on the YouTube, and sometimes in the noon on Twitch. That depends. We are going to see. Anyhow, I'm going to keep everyone you know I'm going to let everyone know if anything changes. But for now, we're going to stick with the live streams Mondays, and we are going to see if I'm going to like do live streams more often or not. Thank you everyone for watching and this live stream, and please be sure you go and follow me on X as well, where I'm going to be like more active, and we can also talk directly through messages, um, or if there is someone that actually would like to work with me and make like YouTube videos together where we talk about things, that will be really awesome too. Send me an email, and also everyone, please be sure you check my other YouTube videos and my books as well, because they're really cheap on like to download them. If you don't want the physical, you can also have the electronic version of the books, and they are very cheap. They have like lots of English mistakes and grammatical mistakes, but I don't know. I believe, as a writer, I believe they are kind of interesting, and also others said that they are kind of interesting. So I don't know. Check them out, people. Again, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you everyone in the future live streams. Okay, goodbye. Have a nice day, night, week, and all of that kind of stuff.